Well, good evening. I'm Wayne Albright, and I'm back testing out a live broadcast of the continuation of the 2025 Major League Baseball playoffs using OOTP. And I'm not sure whether I'm on live or not since I'm testing this. Let me see here. Yep, notify me. So, it says it's scheduled. I don't know why it's scheduled. I didn't schedule anything. And I think it is. Am I on? Let's see. Can I write a chat? I'm not sure. Testing, testing, testing. This is a test. Has it come on? It says it's notified. So I don't know what that means. I'm new to this, so I'm trying to figure this out. So bear with me. Not sure what is going on. Why isn't this doing anything? Oh, that's waiting for let's discuss weather. That's the wrong one. Well, let's see if we can find the other one. See if I'm live. Oh. Let's go to my other account. Trying to figure out what account I'm on. Oh, I am live. There I am. Okay. Test. All right, so I am live. So here we go. We are here with the 2025 playoffs. Sorry about that. And we've completed a few games here based on the tree that I have in front of me using OOTP 26 out of the park baseball 26, and played an earlier game today, the Red Sox and Yankees, and the Red Sox won 4-3. And this game will be the Cleveland Guardians hosting the Detroit Tigers in Game 2 of their 3-game series. And the Guardians lead this series 1-0. Guardians will try to end this series and then move on to play the second-seeded Mariners. So let's go to the program here. This could be elimination night for the Tigers. And I have the starting rosters up here on the screen. For this game, I will be controlling the defense and substitutions as usual for both teams. And I will have the computer do the rest of the controls for both teams. So let's go over the starting lineups for this Game 2. Leading off for the Detroit Tigers will be Parker Meadows, the center fielder. Batting second, Gleyber Torres, the second baseman. Batting third, Kerry Carpenter, the DH. Batting fourth, Spencer Torkelson, the first baseman. Batting fifth, Riley Green, the left fielder. Batting sixth, Wenzel Perez, the right fielder. Dylan Dingler bats seventh and plays catcher. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. Batting ninth, Javier Baez, the shortstop, and the starting pitcher for the Detroit Lions, or not Detroit Lions, this isn't football, I'm sorry. For the Detroit Tigers is Casey Mize. He appeared in 28 games with a 14-6 record, 3.87 ERA. For the homestanding Cleveland Guardians, leading off Stephen Kwan, the left fielder. Batting second, Angel Martinez, the center fielder. Batting third, Jose Ramirez, the third baseman. Batting fourth, Kyle Manzardo, the DH. Bo Naylor will catch. Bat fifth, Gabriel Arraez will play shortstop and bat sixth. Daniel Schieneman, sorry for my pronunciations, playing the right field. Batting eighth, CJ Kafis, the first baseman. Batting ninth, Brian Rocchio, and he'll play second base. And the starting pitcher for the homestanding Guardians will be Tanner Bibee. 31 games he appeared in, 12 and 11 on the season, 4.24 ERA. As I check my sheet here to see, it looks like basically the same lineup in the defense for the Tigers. There is a subtle change for the Guardians, as the right fielder is Schieneman. Kafis plays first base. Kafis. And looks like Bo Naylor will catch for the Guardians. So we're ready to head to the field. Game time is an afternoon game at Progressive Field here in Cleveland. And partly cloudy, 58 degrees, the wind blowing out to left field and averaging at about 9 miles an hour. So here we go, out to the ballpark for game 2 of this 3-game series, and the Guardians win this game. They move on to play the Mariners. The Tigers would win. They force game 3. So here we go, out to the ballpark. Progressive Field in Cleveland. Ready for the first pitch from Tanner Bibee to Parker Meadows. Parker is 2 for 5 in the series so far. And here we go in the first inning, and the first pitch is 1-1 pitch as we fly in through the stadium. And we await the first pitch. Pitches. 1-1 pitch. Slow ground ball. Bibee picks it up, throws to first, and that's the first out of the inning and the first out of the game. Batting second will be Gleyber Torres. He is 0 for 5 in the series, batting from the right side. We're early in this game. We just started. 1 strike. Lined into center field, and that will be the first hit of the game. And the first base runner for Detroit, he will lead off first base. So Torres is aboard, and Kerry Carpenter will bat. He's 2 for 5 in the series. So leading off first base, and here's Bibee. Not sure how to pronounce it. Popped in the infield by Carpenter. And the shortstop, Reyes, will pick it up and catch it, and that'll be 2 outs. So 2 outs here in the first. And Spencer Torkelson, 0 for 2. Tanner has 2 outs already in this inning. And Torkelson is up in the first pitch on a throw over, and they pick off the base runner, Torres, at first base. And that's the 3rd out. So caught him leaning. And that takes care of the top of the first. And we go to the bottom of the first inning, and Detroit nothing, and Cleveland coming up. Stephen Kwan will bat, left-handed batter, 0 for 4, first game of the season, the series. Casey Mize to pitch, and a 1-2 pitch to Kwan here in the bottom of the first batter for Cleveland. And that's popped in the infield. Coming in to get it is Baez, and that will be the first out. Angel Martinez, 1 for 4 so far. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. We're just getting started. And a 2-1 pitch. And that's flied out to center field, drifting off to the right is Meadows, and he will grab it, and that's 2 outs. So we'll see if Detroit can get things going here and take this to a game 3. Jose Ramirez, the third baseman for Cleveland, will bat. He's batting left-handed. He's a switch hitter. So 2 outs. Ramirez is 0 for 4. And a 1-2 pitch from Mize. And that's popped in the infield. In comes McKinstry, and that will be the third out. So 2, 1, 2, 3 innings to start the game here in Cleveland. We head to the second. And no score. So let's go to the top of the second inning with Detroit up to bat. And it'll be Torkelson, Green, and Perez to bat here in the top of the second. Torkelson's 0 for 2 so far in the series. And a 2-2 pitch. Struck him out on a curveball. That's the first out. So Green will step up, the left fielder, batting left-hander. Riley Green is 2 for 4. He has a home run in this series, 3 RBIs. So 1 out and a 2-2 pitch. Lined into right field, and that would be a base hit. Lands in front of Sheeniman. I'll learn it by the end of the game, I guess, what the name is. I'm not very good at pronouncing names. So, 1 out, 1 on. And here comes Wenzel Perez. He's 1 for 3. He has an RBI in the first game. So runner on first with 1 out and a 1-ball pitch. That is lined over the shortstop's head for a base hit. And Green will stop at second. And Detroit has 2 runners aboard here in the second inning. Little rustling of the crowd here in Cleveland early in this game. So 1 out, 2 on for Dingler. He is 1 for 4 in the series. Little trouble for Bibee. 1 strike pitch. That is flied out to right. Right fielder grabs it. And that's 2 outs. Runners hold. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. In steps McKinstry, 2 for 4 in the first game. So 2 outs. Runners on first and second. And a 1-ball pitch. Softly to third, a ground ball, and no play at first. So that'll be an infield single for McKinstry and load the bases with 2 outs. So 2 outs, and the 9th hitter, Baez, will bat. 0 for 4 in the series, so an opportunity for Detroit to get things started here. Though there's 2 outs. And a 2-1 pitch. That is lined to right field, and it is caught. That'll be the third out, so he gets out of trouble. We head to the bottom of the second with no score. We head to the bottom of the second with Casey Mize pitching to Manzardo, Naylor, and Arias for the Guardians. And the 1-2 pitch to the first batter. That is flied out to right. Perez underneath it, and that's 1 out. Bo Naylor steps in. Did not play in the first game. Left-handed batter steps in, and a 3-1 pitch. And he walked him. It was low. Slider missed, and that's the first base runner for the Guardians in this game. So a one-out base runner with Arias stepping in. He's 0 for 2 in the series. Probably no threat to steal at first. And a 2-strike pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 outs. Playing it in one pitch mode. There is the pitch by pitch mode, but that doesn't seem. I prefer the one pitch mode in games like this in broadcasting. So we go to the left-handed batter, Sheeny-men, with 2 outs. He did not play in the first game. And a 1-1 pitch with 2 outs. Soft ground ball to the pitcher. Mize picks it up, throws to first, and they get him out. It's a close play at first, but the 3rd out. So 1 base runner left and no runs. 3rd inning coming up. It is 0-0 here in Cleveland. Top of the order, Parker, Meadows, Torres, Carpenter to bat. 0 for 1 is Meadows. 4 hits so far for Detroit, but no runs. Nothing to show for it yet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That is grounded sharply to short. Reyes over to Kafis, and that's 1 out. Stepping in will be Torres. He singled in the first inning, but got picked off first base. And a 2-strike pitch from Tanner. And that's a strikeout on a slider, and that's 2 outs. So 2 outs, and Kerry Carpenter to bat. He popped out to the shortstop his first time up. 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Bibee on a curveball, and that's 3 outs. So the inning ends, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scoreless here in Cleveland. So Kafis, CJ Kafis, Rocchio, and Kwan to step up to face Mize here in the bottom of the 3rd. The 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, and that's 1 out on the curveball. 2nd strikeout for Mize. So 1 out. And it'll be Rocchio. He is 2 for 3 in the series. The 9th batter, batting left on the left side against right-handed pitcher Mize. And a full count. Struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Mize on the fastball, and that's 2 outs. So Kwan will step up to bat. He will step up to bat. And he will face Stephen Kwan, who's 0 for 1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A little bit discombobulated here in the broadcast. I got all sheets, all sorts of sheets around, trying to keep score at the same time too. So 2 outs and a 3-1 pitch. And he walked him. 2nd base runner for the Guardians. And that's with 2 outs, and Angel Martinez will come in to bat. So Angel Martinez will bat. I'm looking up statistics at the same time for the pitchers. So 2 outs. And Angel Martinez is 0 for 1. He flat out to center field. Kwan on first. He is a stolen base chance. And he stays. It is lined into right field, and that's a base hit. And Kwan will go to third. Here's the throw, and it will be offline. And Kwan will stand up at third base on the single by Martinez, and there's 2 outs. First hit for the Guardians, and a little trouble here for Mize in the bottom of the third as Ramirez steps in. Ramirez is 0 for 3 in this game. So we'll see if he can come through here in the clutch. And here we go. And a 2-2 pitch for Ramirez as they try to get it started here. And that's a base hit. The run will score. Over to third goes Martinez, and he will make it. And Ramirez will get into second. Oh, Ramirez is out. They got the runner at second. So a base hit. The run does score, but they throw him out at second base. So let's see what that play was. I think it was right field to, let's see. It was a 9 right field to first base to shortstop as the putout that ends the inning. But the Cleveland Guardians break through with 1 run here in the bottom of the third inning, and they lead 1-0. And Torkelson, Green, and Perez will bat for Detroit as we head to this 4th inning. On a what looks like good weather in Cleveland. Torkelson is 0 for 1. He has struck out in this game. And that's it. He is 0 for 3 in the series. So Cleveland up 1-0. And here we go. 3-1 pitch. And the leadoff walk. Leadoff walk. And it'll be Green who singled his first time. So another base runner for the Tigers. And here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounded to second. This looks like a double play, although Reyes drops the throw from Rocchio. And that will be an error. That will be an error. Runners are safe. And the error is charged to. Let's see who the error is charged to. And it's charged to the second baseman, Rocchio. So an E4 puts runners on first and second with nobody out. So a little bit of trouble here for the Guardians right-hander. Nobody out, trailing 1-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. Perez steps in. He has singled. He's 1 for 1. First pitch. Grounded to short. Reyes to second. A high throw. Torkelson goes to third, and he does get him at second. But the high throw. So fielder's choice. Despite the high throw, they get an out. And Torkelson goes to third. So it's first and third with 1 out. Reyes is having a rough. The infielders are the middle infielders are having a rough inning. Looks like. So here we go. Dingler will bat with an opportunity to even this game up for the Tigers. Let's get rid of this, whatever that is. All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out looking with a fastball, and that's 2 outs. So the Cleveland right-hander is trying to get out of this jam with 2 outs, runners on the corners. McKinstry singled his first time. He has 3 hits in the series so far. This is a big at-bat this early in the game. First pitch. That is lined into left field. That will get the run in. It will drop in front of Kwan. And the Tigers have tied this game. On the single by McKinstry. On the play, Perez ends up at second. And we are tied at 1. So Baez will step up with runners on first and second and 2 outs now. 2 outs still. See if they can add another run. 1-1 pitch. That is line to third base, and Ramirez is there to catch it. So, 1 run on 1 hit, an error, and 2 left. Bottom of the 4th. Detroit 1, Cleveland 1. So here we go. Let me check out the stats here for the pitcher. All right, where is he? 7, let's see. I'm using Baseball Reference, as always. Trying to figure out his stamina for both pitchers. Just hold on, we just got to take a break here. Divided by 31. 6. Okay. All right, we have that filled in. And we're in the bottom of the 4th. Mize will face Mazzardo, Naylor, and Arraez. Mazzardo flied out to right field his first time. We are tied 1-1 in Game 2 of the 3-game series between Detroit and Cleveland. 3-1 pitch. It is lined into center field, and Meadows is in to grab it, and that's 1 out. Bo Naylor to bat. He walked his first time. And a 2-2 pitch. Grounded to first. Picked up by Torkelson and taken himself to first base, and that's 2 outs. So 2 quick outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th, and Arraez will bat. A 2-2 pitch. It is lined to center field. And Meadows is standing there, barely moved, and he will catch it. So 3 outs, up 1, 2, 3. 4 innings complete in this wild card game, and it's 1-1. Pretty good game here, as expected. So we head to the 5th inning. Just getting a drink here. All right, take a break for a second. All right, we are tied 1-1 heading to the 5th inning. And Tanner Bibee will face Meadows, Torres, and Carpenter. Meadows is 0 for 2. He has grounded out twice. And a 1-2 pitch. Grounded softly to short. Arraez is up with it, throws, and manages to get him out by a half a step. And that's 1 out. Torres, the second baseman, will bat. He is 0 for 2. Or no, 1 for 2. He has struck out and singled. A full count. Lined into left center field. Over to get it is Kwan. Pretty easy play. And that's 2 outs. So the pitchers have generally settled down here. It's 1-1 in the middle innings. And Kerry Carpenter 0 for 2. He has struck out and popped out. 1-2 pitch. Up the middle, Arraez over to his left, behind the bag, will throw out the runner Carpenter, and that's 3 outs. So 1, 2, 3. We've completed 4.5, and it's 1-1. So the bottom of the 5th we go. Casey Mize. He will face Sheenimen, Kafus, and Rocchio, or Rocchio, whichever is pronounced. Like I said, I'm not real sure of the pronunciations. And here we go, 0 for 1. Grounded out pitcher to first time up. And an 0-2 pitch from Mize. And he hits him. And a base runner to start the inning. It seems to be a theme in these games today. There were 5 hit batsmen in the first game with the Yankees and Red Sox. And now there's a hit batsman in this game. So nobody out and a runner at first for Kefis. He struck out his first time. The left-handed batter facing Mize. Mize up to 67 pitches, which isn't too bad in the 5th inning. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out on a slider, and that's 1 out. Second strikeout for Kefis this game. That is the 4th strikeout for Mize, with 2 walks. So 1 out, and the second baseman will bat. Rocchio. I need to learn how to pronounce some of these names. Here we go. Mize. 1-ball pitch. Flied out to left field. Over to get it is Green, and that's 2 outs. 2 outs with a runner on. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we go to the top of the order. Stephen Kwan, he has walked and scored. He has popped out to the shortstop in his 2 trips. So 2 outs. Decent runner at first. We'll see if he takes off. First pitch, striking. And it's flied out to center. Meadows drifts back, and it will hit off the top of the wall. And Kwan will end up at third base with a triple. As the ball was hit over Meadows' head, barely missed a home run. And the runner from first scores, and the Guardians lead it 2-1. I knew I'd say it at least once in this game. So 2-1, and Angel Martinez steps in. He is 1 for 2. They have the go-ahead run in. They lead 2-1 now. So Casey Mize wants to get out of this inning without any more damage. 1 ball. Lined into center field, and here comes the other run. So Kwan will score from third on the base hit. And the Guardians lead it 3-1. Inning started with a hit batsman, and then a triple by Kwan, and now a single by Martinez, and the bullpen is up for Detroit. Ramirez is up. How much longer do they go with him? Guy at first with 2 outs. Trying to decide here if we want to go to the bullpen or not. 1 for 2 is Ramirez. 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And a 2-ball pitch to Ramirez. Grounded second base. Torres over to first, and that will take care of the inning. But a productive inning for the Guardians with 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 left. So we've completed 5 here at Progressive Field in Cleveland. And it's the Guardians 3 and the Tigers 1. Tanner Bibee, or Bibee, whichever it is pronunciation-wise, has the lead now, 3-1. He's pitched 5 innings. He's up to 77 pitches. This is probably his last inning. 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. He will face Torkelson, Green, and Perez. Torkelson walked and scored, and he has struck out. You're in the top of the 6th. On a 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking with a slider on the inside corner, and that's 1 out. Riley Green has been on twice, once with an error and once with a single. So he's 1 for 2. As the Tigers try to get back in this game, they need to win this game to move it to a game 3. And a full count. Struck him out looking on a fastball, and that's 2 outs. So an efficient inning so far. 6 strikeouts. And Perez will step in. And he's been on base twice with a single and a fielder's choice. So 2 outs as the Tigers bat here in the 6th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Flied out to center field. Drifting back is Martinez, and he will grab it. And that's the 3rd out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers. They have 3 more opportunities to get back into this game. 5.5. And the Tigers are losing 3-1. I have my sugar high now, thanks to my son. And so we head to the bottom of the 6th, and it's Manzardo, Naylor, and Arias against Mize, and Mize will be taken out of this game. So the Tigers will go to the bullpen, and we'll see what they're going to do as far as the bullpen goes. Let's see who they have. They got some pitchers here. Who'd they use in the last game? They used Montero and Holton. So let's see what we want to do. We got Finnegan here. And Foley. Montero, Olson. Paddock, Seward, and Vest. All right, we are going to go. Montero pitched the last game. He pitched 2/3 of an inning. They got to keep it close, so they're going to go with Montero again to replace Mize. He is facing. Oh, wait a minute. He's facing. Let's not do that. He's facing 2 left-handers and a right-hander. So what left-hander do they got? They got Holton. So they're going to bring in Holton to pitch. Tyler Holton, left-hander, will pitch. Pitched in the first game. And he will face Manzardo. So Kyle Manzardo will face the left-hander, Holton, here in the bottom of the 6th inning with the Guardians up 3-1. And here we go. 3-1. And a 2-2 pitch from Holton. Struck him out on a fastball, and that's 1 out. So 0 for 3 is Manzardo, and now steps in is Bo Naylor. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Left-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher, Holton. And a full count. Struck him out looking on a sinker, and that's 2 outs. So 2 strikeouts to Holton's credit. And we go to Arias, who's 0 for 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 run, 5 hits for the Tigers. 3 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Guardians. As we're about ready to exit the middle innings. 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out. Struck out the side. On a sinker. And that's 3 outs. That's 2 strikeouts for Arias in this game. And we've finished 6 innings, and the score is 3-1, Cleveland. So we enter the 7th, 3-1. He has pitched to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 batters. They're going to go to the bullpen for Cleveland. Who pitched the last time? Hedgens, Gaddis, and Clase. So, and who's up? Dingler, McKinstry, and Baez. Let's see who we want to go with here. Junis. Did he pitch in the first inning? First game? No, he did not. So Jacob Junis will come in to pitch for the Guardians. Jacob Junis will pitch. Let's look at his statistics in Baseball Reference. How did he do during the season? So, okay. So, 24, 19, 21, 22, 23, 20, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 batters for Bibee. He pitched 6 innings. And Junis pitched in 57 games, 4-1 record, 2.97 ERA, as he tries to extend this game through the 7th inning. He will face Dingler, McKinstry, Baez. Dingler is 0 for 2 in this game. And a full count. It is lined into center field, so a leadoff base hit for the catcher. And a runner on first with nobody out, and McKinstry will bat. He is 2 for 2 with an RBI, 4 for 6 in the series. So a base runner to start things off here in the 7th. And the first pitch to McKinstry. Grounded to short. Reyes is up with it, over to second. They'll get the lead runner. So fielder's choice. McKinstry will get to first. They threw out Dingler at second, and that's 1 out, and Baez will bat. He is 0 for 2 in this game. Here we go. Full count. Struck him out. That's 2 outs. This inning, a fastball got him. So base runner at first base with 2 outs in the top of the order. Steps in Parker Meadows. He is 0 for 3, 2 for 8 in the series. So Tigers are running out of outs here in the 7th and in the game. And a 3-1 pitch from Junis. It is lined into right field. That's a base hit. The base runner will head to third base. The throw is not in time. So McKinstry heads to third. Base hit by Meadows, and he'll end up at first. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Stepping in will be Torres, who's 1 for 3 and 1 for 8 in the series. Parker Meadows is a base stealing threat at first base, if they choose to do so. Game is getting tighter here in the 7th. And a full count. And that's grounded to second. Rocchio throws him out, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. And Junis gets out of it. So, no runs, 2 hits, 1 left. And we're at stretch time here in Cleveland. It is 3-1. The Guardians are leading. I'm going to stretch my legs here a little bit. And Holton will give up to, let's see, that will be Detroit. So they will go with, let's see, Schienemann. I think that's how I'm going to pronounce it from now on. Kefis and Rocchio. And they will bring in they have Summers, a left-hander. So they'll bring him in. Drew Summers will pitch. A left-hander. Holton did his job. Faced 3 batters, pitched 1 inning. So let's see how Summers is for the Tigers. Let's see what his stats look like. Where is he? Baseball Reference. All right. So it'll be Drew Summers to pitch here in the bottom of the 7th. He was in 4 games in the major leagues, 0-1 with an 18 ERA in the minor leagues in Toledo. Pitched 33 games, 2-1 record with 3 saves, 3.92 ERA. I tried to get the rosters as close as I could to reality. The program sometimes doesn't get them right, so I have to go in and adjust and move the players around. So I tried to get them as close as I could. So it's not really a real replay here. So stepping up, and they'll probably go to a pinch hitter. Cleveland will. And they will bring in Jonathan Rodriguez or Lane Thomas or Noel. None of them are really big hitters, are they? But Rodriguez will be the choice. He will come in to pinch hit. And he will probably take over in right field. So here we go. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Drew Summers will pitch to Rodriguez. And the next batter is Kafis. We'll see if he pitches the next inning. Or, if he bats the next bat against the left-hander. So here we go. Bottom of the 7th. 3-1 Cleveland. And a 2-2 pitch from the left-hander. Lined into left field, and that will get all the way to the wall. That will be a stand-up double as Kwan takes it off the wall. So the pinch hit double starts the inning off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Off of Summers. And Cleveland, let's see if they will go with first base. All right, they're going to go with Noel to bat. Noel will pinch hit. They're trying to get some insurance here. Here in the bottom of the 7th. O'Neill or Noel was 1 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs in the first game. So he has a little bit of a stick with him. And here we go. 2-2 pitch, runner at second. It is popped up in the infield. Third baseman McKinstry will catch it, and that's 1 out. Rocchio will bat here with 1 out. He will switch over to the other side. Bat right-handed. He is 0 for 2. Runner at second, Rodriguez. And the first pitch. It is lined into right field. It will drop in front of Perez, and here comes the runner, and he will be safe at home. Rodriguez will score the 4th run for the Guardians, and they lead 4-1. So Rocchio drives in a run, and they extend the lead to 4-1, and Stephen Kwan will bat. There's all these switch hitters and left-handed hitters. So coming up for the Guardians, he is Stephen Kwan is 1 for 2. He has a triple and an RBI in this game. So here we go. 2-2 pitch. It is lined into center field. Coming in to get it is Meadows, and it will be 2 outs. Angel Martinez will bat. He is a switch hitter. He will bat from the right side. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI single. As the Guardians have added a run here. Base runner at first. 2 outs. Summers trying to get out of it. He hits a batter. Hit by pitch. Puts a runner on first base, and now it will be first and second. And a pitching change is coming for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th, trying to keep this score from getting out of control. So they will go to the bullpen, and they will bring in Montero. Montero will pitch. He went with the percentages, lefty righties, and Cleveland countered with pinch hitters. And now Montero will come in to pitch and try to end this bottom of the 7th inning. So Montero, he pitched in the last game, 2/3 of an inning. So Summers gets 2 outs in this, faced 5 batters. And he is responsible for the runners on first and second base. So the Tigers are trying to get out of this inning here without any more damage. And Ramirez is up with 2 base runners and a 1-strike pitch from Montero. That is lined into right field near the foul line, and it will be grabbed by Perez on a nice play. That will end the inning. But the Guardians get a run tacked on 2 hits, and they leave 2 base runners, and we head to the top of the 8th inning with a 4-1 Guardians lead. And I have an incomplete lineup, so I've got to go change some things. Rodriguez will go in and play right field, and Noel will play first base. And Cleveland will go to the bullpen. So we need a setup guy. They're going to face Carpenter, Torkelson, and Green. And they're going to bring in let's see. We're going to bring in Sabrowski. Up by 3 runs. All right, there's that. So let's see what Sabrowski was during the season. For the no, I did it again. For the Guardians. I did it again. Okay. Left-handed pitcher. Sabrowski will come in to pitch. And he will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Tigers. Now trailing 4-1 here in the 8th inning. Trying to prevent being eliminated from the playoffs in this 3-game series. So here we go. Carpenter is 0 for 3. And a 2-2 pitch. That is a fly ball, well hit into right field, and moving back to get it is Rodriguez, and that's 1 out. Torkelson will step in. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Tigers need base runners here. And a 2-1 pitch. Ground ball sharply to third. Ramirez over to first. Noel, and that's 2 outs. And Riley Green will bat. He is 1 for 3 with a base hit earlier in the game. It's 2 outs. Sabrowski with Clase waiting in the bullpen for the 9th inning. 3-0 pitch. Walked him with a pitch on the inside corner. 2 outs. So Perez will step up. He is 1 for 3 with a base hit. So a runner on first with 2 outs. Switch hitting. We'll switch to the right side of the plate. And a 2-strike pitch. Struck him out on a slider, and that will take care of the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Guardians leading 4-1. Manzardo, Naylor, and Arias will bat against Montero. 0 for 3 is Manzardo. 3-run lead now for Guardians here in the bottom of the 8th. And a 1-1 pitch. Grounded to second. Torres to Torkelson, and that's 1 out. Bo Naylor will step in. He is 0 for 2. He has walked. Montero trying to keep the score the way it is. Full count to Naylor. It is lined into center field, barely moving is Meadows, and that will be 2 outs. Reyes will bat. He is 0 for 3. Trying to get out of this inning and give it over to the closer in the 9th. 3-1 pitch. And he walked him. So a walk, and Rodriguez will step up. Reyes is at first with 2 outs. Rodriguez doubled and scored in his only plate appearance so far in this game. He has homered in this series. And a full count. Struck him out with a fastball, and that will end this inning and end the bottom of the 8th. We head to the 9th inning in a must-win for Detroit, and they trail 4-1. And Cleveland will go to the bullpen, and we know who they're going to bring in. They're going to bring in Clase to pitch. He pitched in the last game. Yes, he did. So Clase will pitch. Got the save in the first game. And he will try to do the same here. So here we go. He will face Dingler, McKinstry, and Baez, and they may have a pinch hitter here for Dingler. They've got some left-handed batters here. Colt Keith, Gage. Ooh, they got 2 pretty decent power hitters here. They're going to go with, who is it, Dingler? Okay, they're going to go with Cole Keith. Pinch hitting for Dingler. Keith. Pitch hitting. He's a left-handed batter. And he will be the first batter to face Clase. Keith, 13 home runs, 45 RBIs, 256 batting average. He has not batted in this. Oh, he was in this. Okay. He was not in the first game. So here we go. Top of the 9th, 4-1 Guardians. Try to eliminate the Tigers. 1-1 pitch. Lead off. Grounded to short. There's Arias over to Noel, and that's 1 out. 2 outs away with McKinstry up. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI. Trying to keep this game going. And a full count. Soft ground ball to second. Rocchio over to Noel, and 2 outs. Down to the last batter. Baez is up. So here we go. 0 for 3 is Baez. Need base runners here for the Tigers. Their last chance. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3, gets past the pitcher, or the catcher, and they do throw him out. And that's it. The Guardians will move on. Taking this game 4-1 over the Tigers. And they will move on to play Seattle, the 2nd seed, as the 3rd seed. So Clase gets the save. And Bibee gets the win. The loss goes to Mize. And the Guardians will celebrate now and move on. So here we are on the recap. Guardians did what they needed to do in this game. And the series MVP, it looks like, is Rodriguez with a home run, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. But let's see who the player of this game is. It's Tanner Bibee or Bibee. The starting pitcher pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run on 5 hits. And the save goes to Clase, his second save of the series. Mize will get the loss. 3 hours and 43 fake minutes to this game. And let's see what the batting stats look like. McKinstry had 2 hits for the Tigers and an RBI, the only run, and it was scored by Torkelson back in the 4th inning, tied the game. And for the Guardians, Angel Martinez, 2 hits and an RBI, a triple for Kwan, 2 runs scored and an RBI. And Rocchio, 1 hit and an RBI. So the Guardians will move on after the 4-1 win, and we've concluded 2 games of the 4 in the wild card series now, with the Reds moving on in the National League to face the Phillies, and now the Guardians move on to face the Mariners. So let's see what we got here with the next game on the schedule. Playoff tree. Let's see what we got. The playoff tree will show that Cleveland is ahead in the has won this series. Next series is a best of 5, the division series, and then best of 7 after that. So let's go to the scores for today. It looks like the next game will be the Padres and Cubs, and that's tied 1-1. So that's a decisive game there. And then the nightcap, or the last game of this day, October 3rd. These games were already played in real life, but the last game of this particular day in this game will be the Red Sox and Yankees, and the Red Sox are up 1-0. So we conclude this game, and wasn't quite as exciting as the others have been, but the Guardians take care of business, and the winning pitcher, Bibee, the losing pitcher, Mize, and Clase gets the save. The Guardians win 4-1. 1 run, 7 hits for the Tigers, 4 runs, 6 hits, and an error for the Guardians. So that's it for this broadcast, and we will do another one with the Padres visiting the Cubs in a Game 3 scenario. So that's it for this, and have a good night.